Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back at Oktoberfest, but not really going to be covering it too much. Might get some like funny bits if they happen later with the Ents. Today I'm going to be doing a quick Scarefest Construction Update. I did this kind of last year at the same time as well. Also joined by Elise and Sam from Drayton Talk, Theme Park Insanity. Go check them out and stuff. So yeah, 3 scare enthusiasts getting some Scarefest Construction Updates. Right, so here at Burial Grounds first, they've got some of the queue going in. Just here with some fence. This is like a quadruple quintin, whatever, fence threat. There's a lot of fences. A little bit of like construction work over there with like some of the wood. I think we can see a little bit from the other side. Maybe Haunted Hollow as well, so we'll go and check that out as well. Right, so we're coming up to Burial Grounds now. Can I see over this?
Things have started to reappear back here.
Yeah. God, why do I have such a tiny screen? Yeah, so if you can see here, there's the cage on the exit there. And we've got the big fence in the back where like the exit is as well. Are you guys excited for Burial Grounds again?
I mean, it was good, but last year it felt a bit lacking for me. I think if they could put some stuff near the end, sort of in that sort of fog tunnel that we believe is coming back again this year, if they could put something in there, because last time it kind of was like built up and then not a lot. But personally, I'd love to see them just replace the sort of newer characters with the Bjornen. They made sense, they were great. I don't really understand this modern day Bjornen idea. I'd just take them back out, put them all Bjornen because I think they're much better in my eyes.
Yeah. I guess what? Yeah, agrees. I think for me as well, I wish it wasn't like the whole Wish kind of faux leather pig masks and the weird Batman ones as well, which were odd. I do just think like we had the welcoming, bringing that back as a scare zone, even in this area, I think it could still work. It's fine, like, and I think it's also just there's a lot of kind of bare areas in it as well, where there's not really lots of bits of theming. Like I think you could, even if they still have anything from the welcoming, add that in. So next we may be going to Compound, because it's in this direction, so I guess we'll see you there.
A few moments later.
Right, so we're walking up to Kirstolson Manor now, because Elise gave us the idea of seeing whether it's going to be open or not, and me being really disappointed if it's not. I need to confirm on the sign, I need to confirm. There is actually kind of a Scarefest construction update here that I could do, not really construction necessarily, but... Is it open? Yeah, 10 minutes, not too bad. But technically kind of a Scarefest thing here is, are they going to have like the roaming actors back? We've got one there. Got another one there. There we go. They kind of had like the dinner guests and stuff there, which was, they were really cool. And Tansy, I believe.
Doll,
yeah,
I
which
never
is
met.
the doll.
I'm forever annoyed about that, you know, the meet and greets with the mascots. Please put them on the app somewhere so I know where they are, because I miss them all the time.
Yeah.
I've met Old Bell once this season and I want to see him again.
Oh, take the shot. Take the shot! So I'd love to see those dinner guests back because they were so good, so effective. Honestly, think a little bit better than the main season ones. So, but yeah, so that's kind of the stuff for Curse. Are we going to get any more new things inside? Who knows?
And now...
Andy knows how to use this. So this is my first milkshake. It'll probably be a very underwhelming reaction like everything else that I do. So here we go. I probably won't be able to get like all the ingredients in.
To be fair, there's more strawberry than there is milkshake.
Yeah, and there's...
Candy floss.
Candy floss. I have had candy floss, we can say that.
Yay.
Right, so here we go. That's alright. Right, okay, so we're at Compound now, and they've decided to put a lovely big fence in the way, and Elise took a lovely picture.
I'm 5'2", I can't see over a normal construction fence, but that's
yeah, I mean, that's really good. I mean, I'll try and describe it. Yeah, it's like they've got a lot of the queue line in as well, big set of doors as well, they weren't there before.
Yeah, so this is where the entrance is going to be. Interesting placement for the entrance.
Yeah, I do think with this big kind of like hill here, it's like... Yeah, I think I have heard that apparently there is going to be a separate accessible entrance for people who are non-ambulant, so yeah. But yeah, I think that's going to be somewhere else, but even then I've heard that it's not the best really, like it's still on a bit of an incline, so hopefully you got a bit of footage there. But yeah, Compound, hoping it works, fingers crossed. Are you guys excited for Compound as well?
Oh, compact maze, please.
Yeah.
More than just a gentle pat on the shoulder, you know. You're kind of going with that idea of it being phalanx interrogation with escaped mutated creatures. I'm expecting it to be the most intense maze that the park's got for this season. You know, I want to feel like I am this seek the truther that's properly been, you know, interrogated almost. You know, I want that full-on contact. I don't want to kind of go through it and not experience anything. Because obviously that's a big thing with contact mazes, especially in the free flow. Some people will be in there for longer than others. I'd love everyone to have that sort of personal interaction almost with at least one Phalanx operative in there, and also hopefully the mutated creatures that we're hoping to meet in there. But I reckon it'll be quite good. But like I said, please make it a good contact maze. I love contact mazes, you know. I really want to feel a part of the story in this one. And also the creatures, you know. I want to see some weird things in there.
Yeah.
So looking forward to it.
Yeah,
How about that?
absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Oh yes.
Lovely.
Please make it contact.
Definitely didn't just do like a zoom on your face though. Going off what Elise just said as well, like I think I said in my, I think it was the reaction video when I like saw the creature in the trailer, is that they could do so much variety, not just like with like the types of creatures, but also like the different makeup. They could do like prosthetics, they could do full mask. Puppets could be good as well. But also I was thinking something like at the end of Darkest Depths where they had like the Davy Jones one. Hello.
It's not like Octodite, it's a bit Octodite.
Yeah, he is a little bit kind of like,
scary to be my eyes.
yeah. Or even, I mean, I don't know whether they have the budget, but like animatronics, like as Elise just mentioned, like puppets could be good. But yeah, also I always worry with, I'm imagining it's going to be free roam. I always worry with free roam. They're very hit or miss. We'll see if they can do it, I guess. Right, so there is this bit as well where it's like a fence that's been there. I think this was there since like before the construction started. I'm thinking it might be more like a staff entrance in a way, which is what I was originally thinking was going to be by the toilets, but nah, I think this might be a bit more of a staff entrance, or maybe this is just an entrance for like construction stuff, maybe. And we also have generators. The most important part of Scarefest, generators. Right, so we're just in Haunted Hollow now, and we can see this bit. I believe this is the bit where you kind of like walk up the gravel path, and then you go up into the kind of like, there's a little bit of scaffolding there. You can see some like little lanterns and stuff, and then it'll kind of turn and then go up the separate path. I'm probably not explaining this very well, but yeah, anyway, there's oh, thanks for the support, Lise. Lovely.
Doing better than I.
So yeah, that's a small update. I believe we might be able to see a little bit more as we go along, so let's go. Right, big updates here. So there's like, I'm assuming this may be like a little actor hidey hole. That's a technical term. And then you can see here there's kind of like, I'll try and put my camera up. There's like the little like fancy bits there. At least down there as well. And then yeah, so this like kind of like the first few fences you come through. You go up. There's kind of like a little bit of a gravel path which isn't very accessible. And then you kind of go to the right, no, left. I know my left and right. And then there's little lanterns, and then you kind of go on to like the main part of the scare zone. So yeah, that's quite cool. Oh, I'm being beckoned. I'm being summoned.
Testing lights.
Oh.
Lights being tested in there.
Oh. Very nice. Very good view. Oh my god, it's the Burial Grounds traffic cone. Right, so we're at this massive elephant in the theme park, which is the Darkest Depths site. Whatever was in this thing, which now it's pretty much confirmed there's going to be nothing in it. It is kind of an update. If I can, although I might not be able to get it through. Might just be able to see there's like a door open there. It's very hard for me to see at this angle, but yeah, there is a door. I might be able to get it actually if I go a little bit further back. Oop, 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 oop. You can just see the top of it. That is open, but I don't think they're doing anything with it. Yeah. Do you guys have any theories about what you think would be in there?
Well, obviously 2024, unlikely. I think they were going to try and get it done for this year, but it looks more like it's going to be a next year project. Great to see more structures like this, obviously, because they're trying to get the mazes out of the towers due to the heritage ruling and all sorts of agreements around that. But for me, I feel like something either related to the story of Dark Forest or something more around the story of Hex. I mean, I know Hex is pretty much a conclusive story about the legend itself, but they're both in quite good proximity to it. But also the gardens, you know, we could see some sort of like Dark Forest, twisted garden-y sort of thing going on. But yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm going to see in here, but those are the kind of things that I think could work quite well. But like I said before, don't rush. If it's not ready for this year, next year, put more time in it and make it how you want it to be. So I'm happy to wait if it's going to be good.
And then with me, no comment, because yeah, I am not going to say anything. But what I would say is, feel like they shouldn't have built this thing if it wasn't going to be done. Like, if they couldn't know it was going to be done. I think especially with this one, because it's so front forward facing, like at least the one behind Curse, you know, you wouldn't see it immediately. I know the plans were released and stuff and people found that, but like most general public wouldn't see that there. While with this, it's like, it's so out in the open, like it's so easy to tell that something is going to be there. You would assume it's Scarefest, it gets all that excitement up. I think there are still so many people who think that there's going to be a surprise coming from this, unless if there is, and it's free of charge. I don't know, but I don't see they would do that with this, so yeah. Right, so we're now at Trick or Treat Town. The bunting's gone. Mike would be terrified of that because he loves bunting. We can just see like a little bit of something like poking up. I think it's one like the bin lids. And Elise also found safety. I was actually pointing. There we go. There's some of like, my camera does not zoom in at all, but there are some of like the like wall decorations and stuff. There's like a bat. There's like a gummy, whatever, and the lighting as well. And down here, watch my step. Watch the steps. Steps. This bit which is actually open, but I won't go in because I'm nice. Looks a little bit dishevelled, but you can see that there are some of the pumpkins in place and like the wall decorations. So yeah, it's looking like Trick or Treat Town. Probably not much changed. I mean, the bunting's down, which is weird. Maybe they're like cleaning it off, getting new stuff. But yeah, hopefully exciting stuff there. Excited for Trick or Treat Town?
I think it's adorable. Like,
Yeah.
I've done it a few times and I just find it really cute. You know, it's fun characters. If you're not into scares but you like a bit of a surprise, it's definitely a good sort of place to do. Obviously, you're not going to get like bags and bags, loads of sweets, but the sweets are a nice little addition as part of the experience. Knock on all those doors because you never know which one's going to open or what treats you're going to get.
Yeah.
But I think it's really cute. You liked it as well, didn't you?
I did enjoy it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweets.
Who would
It's
say
so-
no to
It's
sweets?
so cute and entertaining. Like, I thought it was really charming. So
Yeah.
But you pay by bag, I believe. But if you want to go without a bag, you can pay for a separate ticket as well. But you don't get any sweets. So I recommend just pay for the bag.
And I've actually seen some people going for free without the bag, so that's not great. I think it is a good attraction, really good quality. It's just, for one thing, I'm not really into the kind of like interaction. I'm more kind of like a continuing thing. I think like House of Monsters was like that. But I think it's also the fact that I think it's quite overpriced as well. It's like, I feel like it should be like £5 maximum. Like, I think in its final year, House of Monsters was £5 maximum, and that was a much longer experience. Yeah,
Between 5 and 7.
yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, it was much cheaper. So please do that. Trick or Treat Down, then I might actually go through more. Right, so here's an update straight away. It's not a Bjorn and Rune or anything. It's a like marker, I guess, possibly for Q line. Makes sense. Big area for Q line here. There's another one over there. There's one over there. There's an Elise there. Hello.
At least.
Now, we've seen something massive here, which I might need to get out from another angle, but there is a massive entrance, and that's not a euphemism for anything.
That's what she said.
You can just about see it again. My camera does not zoom in much, but you can see a little bit like the entrance going in. There's all the colourful barrels, which I think we might have got last time, not sure. There's also like I think it's like a digger or something over there. A little bit of like, kind of, it's almost like kind of flower wreaths or something on like the dirt mound over there. I'll see if I can try and get that from this angle over here. Let's have a look. I don't really know if that helped or not. I don't think it did, but you can see more of the digger. Digger. I'll try and get like an angle of the entrance from this bit as well. I'm running. There we go. So you can just see like the top of it there. Looks like a massive kind of skull mouth that you're going to go into. Very similar to like Carnival of Screams as well, so that's a nice little reference. But yeah, it's looking like a lot of constructions happen there. I am wondering whether like the dungeons is actually a permanent thing. I also just noticed as well a few little fairy lights next to it as well. So that's interesting. So what do you guys think of Amigos in the Afterlife?
I think it's going to be cute. Like I said before, very House of Monsters-esque sort of thing. The fact they've gone as far as to put that whole new entrance up on the front, it really shows that they're trying to give it that transformation from that dungeon ride into what it's going to be. Obviously, I'd love to see the boat ride be used for Amigos in the Afterlife. I don't think it's very likely, but if they do add the boat ride in, I think that'd be great. Even if it's just like low lit with a story sort of thing, leading you into that kind of afterlife sort of things. It doesn't have to be work like really themed or anything. Just as that thing to sort of tell you that story of things that do go into the afterlife. So if I remember correctly, the boat ride was before the dungeon scenes. Was it after? I think it was before.
It was after the courtroom scenes, like the trial.
They
Yeah.
could technically still do it. You know, have like a sort of starter scene, then the boat ride, and then into the rest of the scenes. Because I know House of Monsters a few years ago. They started off with the scene outside with the sort of infamous paranormal blogger taking you inside the haunted house, and then there was a whole scene in the sort of first room, and after that scene that's when you lost him and you started to meet the ghostly guides of the house. So you could do something similar here, you know. You have a sort of researcher or something like that relevant to the sort of festivities to sort of introduce it all, and then you kind of find your way using the boat into that land of the dead, and then from there you meet all those crazy characters. Like we've all seen them on the posters with the adorable little like outfits and stuff. That could be when the characters start to change from human mortal forms to these kind of character forms. Imagine just you start off in one place, you get off the boat, and then there they are. You know, that would be such a cool sort of transition.
Yeah.
But I may be being a bit too hopeful with the boat ride. I'm hoping it's in there. It probably isn't in there. But if it was, it'd be such a good way to transition it between the two. But I'm quite excited for it. I think it's going to be fun. I get the impression that there's going to be a bit of interactive elements. There's definitely going to be, like in House of Monsters at the end, a little bit of dancey dance, sing along. It worked really well in House of Monsters. I absolutely love that maze. So if this is anything like that, it's going to be a good one. Good for all the family.
Well, the entrance already looks like hearted. And
Carnival vibes.
I was
the
like,
advert show the kid playing with a guitar, so
Yeah.
going off the musical bit, I do think that's going to happen.
Oh, and don't forget as well, the sort of, you know,
Yeah.
there we go.
that little bit they had in there.
That's staying in.
There might also be some sort of like, because they've got that sort of macho wrestler.
Yeah, he looked terrifying enough already. I was just saying as well, like it kind of looks very similar to like the Carnival of Screams entrance as well. Oh god, they're fighting over a friend. Jesus. It kind of looks very similar to like the Carnival of Screams entrance as well, like the big clown mouth thing.
Nicer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like kind of like more kid friendly and stuff. I also noticed as well there was like some like festoon lights as well on the side of it, which looked quite interesting. Now we're going to be heading kind of like towers. I believe the Her Ladyship's Gardens have been closed off, so I guess that's kind of an update. And then finally to my beloved Alton. Well, not finally. Final will be Panic, but then to my beloved Altonville, and then finally Panic, and then back to Lawns. Probably find some funny stuff there. So yeah, I guess we will see you Attic Altonville area. Right, so we're at the Attic now. They've got these kind of like barriers that they had for the Heritage Tour in place, so we can get up there. But they got all the lighting, lovely lighting, and no sign yet for like where you go in, but. And obviously like the bit where subspecies entrance was as well. So yeah, like not too many updates, just like lighting and stuff. Spooky. Right, so we've got the smoke tube here as well and some of the lighting that's going to be set up for like the front of the towers. I wonder if they're going to do like projections on like the big banqueting hall window. On the ghosts.
Projection ghosts.
Hashtag bring back the projection ghosts.
Ghosts are good. I like them.
Any thoughts on the smoke tube?
Smoke tubes are good. They add atmosphere. I like smoke. Imagine that from the bottom of Tower Street coming up, and you got this like smoky towers. It's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't like a little bit damp when the weather hits it right. It's all like how it Curse as well, when that gets really sort of misty in the morning. It could look really good, especially with light.
Yeah.
We love smoke.
I like how we just both did like a little like kind of like shoulder lean onto the wall here. It's just, yeah, just perfect. There we go. Right, so we got the top level of the attic here. Not very much has changed. I think there's like that grey one up there, which might be new, but it's pretty much that's just the blackout curtains for the attic up there. And any exciting thoughts on the attic?
I mean, we did it for the first time last year. I think I expected more, but then again, we could have just got some of the actors who are still warming up. I liked it, but I feel like some of the areas were a bit weaker than others, and it was like, again, it was very similar to my Altonville complaints. It was just a bit too dark in some places to see where I was going. I feel like I was missing a bit of the detail just because of how dark it was. But it's got a good idea behind it, pretty solid story. The pre-show section downstairs. I love that. It's really great. But I feel like the big issue they have with it being a maze that's upstairs, you kind of lose that atmosphere from downstairs going up, and then at the end there's no real kind of finale. It kind of just ends into a staircase back down.
Yeah.
Obviously they can't do scares on the stairs for health and safety reasons, but it does feel a bit to me like it just dropped at the end. So I'd love to see it with like a bigger, more sense finale, because it didn't really feel like a finale to me. It kind of was like we're around the corner and then suddenly we're out again.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I do want to give it another chance to see what it's like this year. Well, I do like the outfits though, it's quite nice.
Yeah. You excited for
As long as it's better than last year, please.
I would like that too.
A bit more energy out of it would have been nicer. They felt like they were half asleep still.
Yeah.
And that's, what I'd really like is a bit more of an intensity over they're gone. No, it's they're gone.
Yeah.
Let's go find them.
Absolutely.
There was just this like the one scene which I feel like was supposed to be quite a big scene in the maze last year. Sort of the scene where it's like the Duchess reveals that the children are gone and that she really loved them and cared for them. I think it was like in the last half of the maze almost. But instead of getting that sort of emotion from the performer, and I'm sure she's a great performer, but she was kind of just stood there, very much like Sam, just stood there going, I cared, I did. But I know in other runs she was a bit more responsive, so we may have just got a bit of run on that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we'd love it. I want to see a bit more energy in that maze this year, just to kind of give us that creepy, attic-y kind of first feeling almost.
I don't think I've ever had a run like that with the Governors before, so yeah, maybe it was just like a bad cast. But I kind of understand the whole thing about, for most of it feels like it's kind of going along at a certain pace. I feel like in the health finale section it gets a little bit more ramped up in a way, but I do agree with the whole thing where like as soon as you're going down the stairs, takes it away a lot of like the impact and stuff. I remember Satan actually stole my shoe once. That's a good story that I could tell you. For me, I think it's a beautiful maze, lovely lighting and stuff. The acting, it's fine, like not too intensity. I think also not really many actors that we've had in the past as well. I just think it's just so stale at this point. Either needs a reroute, new scenes, something changed, please, or just get rid of the thing. That'd be nice. Right, so we are now at my beloved Altonville. You can see a lot of the theming still there. Can't see the caravans there. I imagine it'll return. It's a massive prop. You got the chainsaw finale. It's meh. We've got some of the old sheds as well from like the kind of batching area. Some of the Altonville kind of deputy county sheriff department like bollards there. We've got a, I guess, kind of like triple fence fret here. We've got no idea. And then yeah, obviously you can see even less. I mean, you can see kind of like the side of this building as well here. But yeah, I'm assuming the caravan will return. Don't really see why not. And then queued up exactly. Thoughts on Altonville? Please be nice.
To be fair, it was my top maze last year. My only complaint really last year was it was so dark I couldn't see anything.
Absolutely.
There was at this one point where I was stuck in one corner going, which way do I go? I know Sam, you ended up in
I ended up in
a rat run.
Yes.
the workers' rat run.
So that was really our only complaint last year, was it was too dark to really see anything. And it's kind of a shame because I know this maze is quite well themed. There's a lot of different things to look at, like lots of small items as well.
Yeah, so
Like
many.
there's loads of jars, there's things on walls, there's like different tarpaulins and stuff. There's a lot of stuff to see, and even like the characters, you know, it was really hard to sort of see them last year.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing the detailed costumes, I sort of saw a silhouette of a person who would then be in my face, and I'm like, hi. So it's kind of hard to see, but I really enjoy it, and I was like, it's good to have it come back. I'm really looking forward to giving it another try. And again, the ending last year I thought it was quite entertaining, but I personally prefer the build at the beginning, the sort of mining town sort of set with caravans and the other little bits, going into that sort of police tent, sort of the investigation tent as well. But I feel like I want to do it all again, just because my memory of it last year isn't that good, and I feel like I can't quite remember half of it, so I want to see it all over again really. But yeah, I mean, it was a solid addition to the lineup last year. I much preferred it over Attic, so looking forward to see what happens this year, see what changes are. Please be some more light in there, and I'd like to see the introduction of some more characters again as well, because obviously Skin Snatchers, there was quite a lot of them, and now we've just got Tiny as of last year. I'd like to see maybe Tiny get a girlfriend or a other accomplice in crime, I don't know, just because Tiny was great, but I feel like we needed more than just Tiny. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Vast improvements on the chainsaws, please.
Oh, all of them.
I agree with that
They won't
statement.
threaten them enough.
So what would you do to change this? Give us an example.
Give them something other than a chainsaw event.
Yeah.
Like,
Or pickaxe. I think pickaxe would
for
be
mine,
brilliant.
a
Yeah.
pickaxe or a sledgehammer.
Yeah, would be brilliant.
Something that you can,
Drill, hammer drill.
well, a pillar drill, yeah.
Yeah.
Something that if you swing it, you can bring it back.
Yeah,
You can just miss people and give them the real fright of death, so to speak.
yeah, absolutely.
Really, that's my only thing. And let's help the guys get a bit more vision, maybe.
Hopefully, yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, because like I can actually relate to that a lot on my very first Altonville run through that I did in 2018. It was the very first maze I did, and I didn't really remember much of it because it was lighter, but there's so much smoke effects in there. The lighting was quite low, and it's just quite fast-paced as well going through. But with Tiny's, they made it even darker, which I may know from some of the actors they also had that same complaint. Obviously, my beloved, I love it. I'm very glad that will be coming back again, even though everyone else wants it gone. I could see it maybe being here. I mean, obviously it's here this year. I could see it maybe being here next year, and then I could see it going. Like I keep saying that, and then I'm happy for it to be back every year. Fun maze for me. Obviously, I have a lot of sentimental value with it. And I can't really see much being changed, to be honest, because there were so many changes last year from the original. Obviously, the cast will be different as well, so that could make a bit different dynamics. So, yeah, just hopefully good runs through Altonville, please. Right, so this bit's changed massively, which is now all these things that were on the ground before have now seemed to become more kind of permanent lighting in a way. They've added these poles in. They look quite nice, to be fair. You got all the tannoys up as well. And yeah, I mean this tannoy's on its side a little bit as well. But I do love these like little kind of light things that they have. It really adds to the atmosphere. I love how as well like the tannoys up this end, they seem to be more like the original ones from the original maze, like they're much more dirtied up. Yeah, like these ones here are much more like dirtied up in a way. Have we got the, oh, we got a pallet. We have a pallet. And we have the adorable little gate, which I love. There's Elise showing it off. Lovely little gate. It just looks like so Western as well, which I love. There's also a little like bit of blue on that tree. Blue tree. So yeah, that's some updates there. There are still some of like the poles down here. They might be moved, I don't know, maybe it's theming, who knows. But yeah, that's all for Tiny's Revenge. Next on to Panic. Guys, we're at the most important Scarefest construction update here. The invitation still lives. It still has moss. Right, so we're at Panic now. Yeah, so they got the clock symbol here. It's basically like the same kind of walls that they had before. Oh god, I've found something. Oh, god, I'm too old for this. Yeah, so you can see there's like the leaderboard. My legs are hurting. There's a Daz as well in the corner. God, I'm 24. I'm too old for this. Jesus.
27.
Yeah. God. But yeah. Did you get another good photo from underneath as well?
Lump of concrete.
Not concrete. We all love concrete, but we don't love it there. Hmm. Ah, right. Yeah. Yeah. Get some recon quick. God. Let's have a look.
Leaderboards are in place. I know I turned on at the moment.
There we go.
Well, that one is. Escape results.
And then turns out there's someone on the leaderboard that we find. It's like,
If there is already, I'd be impressed.
wait, does that say Bianca? Yeah.
She should be top of the leaderboard. She should know what the symbols are.
Yeah. Thoughts on Panic? I'm doing this backwards as well, which is kind of fun, but yeah.
Well, I liked it last year. I know some of the guys in TPI weren't a big fan of it, because whilst it's not like a scary maze, it's a fun scary in my eyes. You know, you're distracted by this objective you've got to complete, and it's kind of fun, but like I said in the previous kind of content, I'd love to see this kind of maze have a bit more challenge to it in the reloaded version. Level 2, let's make it harder. You know, I really enjoyed it with the whole element of having the characters in there with different modes depending on the time. But I want them to do more to stop me. So like last time, I unlocked one of my symbols. It was a hatch one. I picked up the hatch, hit the button to unlock the symbol point. As I went to shut it, the character slams the actual piece shut. And as I scan my thing, he's there, holding it shut, leaning over towards me. and then there's another one behind me in the sort of alcove, blocking me in this alcove. Now, they probably could have done more to actually stop me scanning my wrist on the scan point. You know, for example, yeah, the one like slammed it shut, but he slammed it shut after I'd already unlocked the point. He could have done it before I got the point. The other one in the alcove, you know, easily one of them could have grabbed me and got me away from that scan point. And the other one could have like came in really menacingly like. But they didn't do any of that. They kind of just like watched me do it and then stood there ominously as I got out of that section. I did have another interaction in there where I went one way, ran into an act, she grabbed me and turned me around again, so I walked in the way I just came from. That was great. But more stuff like that to kind of disorientate and actually stop you from winning the game. So obviously it's an amaze where the actors can do contacts, like I said, love contact raises, but they should need to do a lot more to try and make it hard, make it so you can't win the game. Because it felt like there was a lot of people getting out quite quickly as well. So if they want to make it a challenge in level 2 reloaded, you know, make it harder, make more people feel like they have to work harder in those last few minutes. Because for me, it just felt a bit easy and they could have won.
Did you like Panic?
Yes. Let's reload.
Right, it's a fine little section. We can see that the kind of scan things are back on, like little screens, which give you your symbol. You probably can't hear me now as well, because Spinball's right next to me. So yeah, they got the queue line set up pretty much the same as last year, and the little ramp. So yeah, it's all pretty much set up there.
1 week later.
Right, so it turns out I'm back at Alton Towers for another day. Bit of a random last minute trip. Managed to get my Ultimate Fright Pass, which you'll excitingly see on the back has nothing on there. It's pretty blank, but you know, it's still a pretty cool thing to have. Hopefully worth the value. They got a nice little bit on the lanyard, which I'll definitely be using for my Merlin annual pass. So today we'll just be getting some more Scarefest construction updates about a week-ish, just less than a week before Scarefest starts. Again, I'm joined by Elise and Sam for the construction updates. We're just looking at the front lawns at the moment. As you can see, the pumpkins are out. Don't want to give Mike any bad ideas. Got all the signage up, bunting. There's a lot of bunting there. And yeah, there's still a few like Oktoberfest bits set up, like, you know, the sweet stall there, still set up. I think a bit of the stages might need to get like a bit of a different angle from that. And I think around here, if we run round, as you can see, Sweet House still set up there. But around here, on the kind of bratwurst bits, we have over there Zombob, who's one of the new characters. I haven't seen Vampire yet, but yeah, that's quite cool. Right, so we're back at the Daz Games, Dazzlers, Reloaded, Dazzy. Apparently there might be some testing going on. We can just see through here with a very loud speaker. But you can see they've put in the scanners, so that's cool. The queue line looks a little bit more kind of solidified as well. There is also a restrictions board, so you can see the restrictions board there. And Sam getting another expert shot. But yeah, I'm hoping there's more changed on the inside. That would be nice. What are you seeing, Elise?
Information boards and that
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, I just saw the restrictions board in. And Daz Panic jump scare there, sort of, if I can get the... Not really. There was a Daz Panic there.
Back out again as well.
Yeah.
They're missing the mannequins at the minute.
Also got these lovely lights for it as well, which might actually fit in with like the theming of like having the trees lit up pink as well. QR code there. Advertise it. But yeah, hoping that there's just going to be more theming. Fingers crossed. Right, around the back there's a few more like the barriers installed, leaderboard stuff. Leaderboards aren't on today. Creepy Daz in the corner, just there. Right, important update here. Pumpkin Pikachus. I think Elise likes the pumpkin Pikachus.
I like the pumpkin.
Yes.
I don't like the game to win the pumpkin.
Oh, and there's like little witch ones as well. Oh, I didn't even notice that. And a random ladder as well. I am wondering what the ladder's for, maybe to put them up. I'm not sure. Yeah. So
Misdirect us.
very cute.
Misdirection.
Yeah. Right, kind of a Scarefest update-ish. There's a projector on the Smiler, so that'll be like projecting things on all the buildings. There she goes round. But yeah, that's a cool little thing that we'll be adding back in, hopefully. Should look pretty good. Right, so we're at the Altonville area now, my lovely beloved. They got some of the queue line in with like the string fence. They got the lovely little cute gate in as well. Love it, it's adorable. They've also got the lighting in there. I don't know whether I can see it. Oh, they do have it. They have, just quickly show, the sheriff's sign. They're like, do not go up to the mines and stuff. All there. Got the old tannoy. And yeah, I imagine most of this will probably be the same as last year. Should hopefully be really cool maze as usual. Not too much up this end. Turns out you can actually walk up this bit. But one thing that I did notice, I mean, obviously the sign isn't up yet, but there is another one of those little cute gates here. So I'm kind of wondering what that's for. Maybe like access for lighting and stuff. Maybe roaming actors in this area, that'd be cool. I don't know. But yeah, the sign would normally go here, big, lovely, loads of chains on and stuff. But yeah, it's lovely to like, see the lights on already. So yeah, hopefully back in the mine soon. Another thing as well, red lighting for the big sign, which will be here. Right, so we're up at the Altonville area now. We have the restrictions board just here, try and get a good shot of it. There is also like some kind of fencing behind it as well. Don't really know what that is. But yeah, most of this is pretty much the same. Can we see the caravan? I don't know, maybe like around this bit. It is a little bit hard to see whether it's there or not. It would be weird if it wasn't there. It's such a good prop, such a good theming set piece. Hopefully it's there. And also some red lighting up here as well for the area. I feel like there's some like new gauze up there. I'm not sure if that's new. And then attic.
It's there, you just can't see it.
Yeah. Can barely see if there's actually anything up there, but yeah. I feel like that grey one on the ends may be new, but I don't know. Might see some stuff around the front for attic maybe. Right, so we're at the attic now. They finally got some signage up. They still don't have that one kind of going over with like the logo, but they got like the restrictions board and stuff. Yeah, lovely light. I love how they have the lighting on today as well because it's like dark enough as well. That's really cool. Lovely lighting though.
Go get me.
We're getting this all straight though, yeah. Everybody's straight. Right, so as it's been announced, Hex is reopening next Friday. I'll warm it up for everyone, don't worry. I don't know how much will be changed in there. Hopefully a good amount, but hopefully not changing it too much from what it originally was. Hoping they keep the same voice actor as well, because he is still alive, so might as well. Thoughts on Hex returning? Go.
Mostly going to be visual, audio upgrades is what I'm expecting. Obviously not major changes inside, can't really change the light system that much. I'd love to sort of see the Vault have some more interesting upgrades and effects. Obviously we know that the Spark generator has been refurbished. We've seen that in the trailers that they've been teasing over the last few days. The whole area itself is starting to look a lot more refreshed and it's sort of like new again in an old way, because obviously abandoned sort of set and stuff. But I think it's going to be great to get back in there. I'm looking forward to hearing that soundtrack again, just experience the ride again. But like I said a few times, you know, it's special for me and Sam because obviously I got engaged at Legion Oak. So it'd be nice to sort of get on that ride for the first time after the engagement, because we've not been able to, because it's not been open all season.
And then get married on the ride.
I mean, that would be an interesting extreme too.
I mean, you've got the pews, and then just like saying your vows while the whole like vault's turning and stuff.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah, I mean, lights are on in there at the moment from what we can see from down here. Hopefully that means finishing touches and testing on the way. But really excited to sort of see it again. And it's one of those rides I've always loved the uniform with the heritage tour sort of like jacket vest.
Yeah.
High visors.
So it was great to see those again. Like, it's always been one of my favourite things. So I can't wait. I think you would say too.
Yes. We have to do it in one of these. Generator. Thoughts on the generators?
Lighting, not permanent lighting, but lighting.
They go brum brum.
To be fair, it beats when I did Chesington a few years ago for Halloween. First time visiting the park in the dark, and we were walking, and it was like they didn't have lighting in some places, and I don't know how I got out of the park because it was just that dark I couldn't see. And then suddenly, poof, I appeared in front of like the main hall, and I was like, oh, I know where I am now. But yeah, lighting, good idea.
Yeah.
We love dark corridors and sections, but lighting. Please have lighting.
Lighting.
Please lighting.
We've lost Sam.
Obsessed with that already. I absolutely love it.
Yep.
It's so good.
We cannot contain Elisa's excitement, so we'll go there.
We saw it when we saw it last. It was like a white sort of base, and they've managed to transform it really well, and I love that.
Is that another digger that they've got in there as well?
Might be another digger.
It looks like another digger. Oh god, Sam's already taking photos.
I love it.
Oh god. I do have to admit, however the traction goes, that is actually like a really cool logo up there.
That's so cute.
It does look good. And it doesn't even say Amigos in the after, so there's probably going to be another sign for Amigos in the afterlife, maybe like on these boxes maybe, but yeah, that just says Land of the Dead.
They have got like this sort of sculpture here.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like imagine it was like a massive banner that went over the entire thing. That would be cool. That'd be neat. Let's see what I can see through here. Oh, they've got loads of petals in there. Loads over there. Almost like on those dirt mounds. Massive digger. Digger. And the camera's caught on the web. There we go. Won't be a Scarefest Construction Update without that. And yeah, those coloured barrels as well are in. Can we see anything from this side? Yeah, there's barrels again. But yeah, that sign is actually pretty impressive. I am quite impressed with that. Looks pretty cool. Nice little angle there of it. Might get one near Trick or Treat Town as well. But yeah, I think Elisa's excited for it. Also forgot to point out as well, those kind of like statue things. They've got some flowers around as well, so that's pretty cool. I wonder if they're going to have like the torches on as well, like because I think that could still work. Maybe they could get like a coloured flame or something. They've also got the little fairy lights on too. That's cool. But yeah, that is a pretty cool facade outside, to be fair. They've done a good job with that. Right, so we've got here at Trick or Treat Town as well. They haven't put like the how many days to Halloween thing up yet, but they have got these little cute pumpkin lights. I'll just try and get like a zoom in on one of them. Little pumpkin lights. There we go. And then, oh, that's actually quite a nice angle of the Migos sign. I am wondering as well, do you think they're going to have like the torches on? Like the two like dungeon torches?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Partly because I feel like those little fairy lights are in quite close proximity to it.
Oh yeah, that is a good point.
And also, I don't know if it's going to really go with the whole fairy lights and trend. They might be a tiny bit too intimidating for the children.
Yeah.
So maybe not.
We need to traumatise them while they're young.
Yeah, it's not
Let's do that.
The buntings looking great.
Yes, there is some new bunting. I think Mike would be very impressed, yeah. If I can zoom in on that. Just about, yeah, so it looks like there's some new bunting, like kind of like more designs on them, which is good. I imagine with Trick or Treat Town, this is all pretty much the same, not much change, you know, kind of like the pumpkin cutout things on there. But yeah, maybe there might be some things changing that. It would be nice if there was like updates inside, maybe some new characters. Once I remember there was like kind of like a big mascot, like giant character, which I don't think I ever saw in person, but yeah, I mean, that's a kind of cool one, so yeah, I don't know, it'll be a fun one to do, I guess. I know Elise and Sam want to do it, so I'll do it with them. Right, so we're back at Burial Grounds, got these lovely little tea lights flashing. We've also still got the Burial Grounds cone still here, and Elise noticed some, where was the blood? In here?
But it's not in a U-shape.
It's still there.
On the wood panelling, there's some more blood splatters.
Yeah, it's just
Oh, there. There's the wood panelling. I don't know whether there's any kind of light. Oh, there's just like a panel there. I'm assuming this may be for where one of the actors go, not sure. But yeah, we'll see if we can get any more updates up this path on the Haunted Hollow. We just noticed this at the back of Burial Grounds, like a back gate there with some like kind of flooring here. I'm thinking this might more be kind of like for actors or maybe to get like supplies up there. But this is new, this wasn't here last time, so yeah, really interesting. Do you have any theories about what it may be?
Well, we haven't seen an access point from the other side, but there does seem to be like pallets back there. It could just be access for burial grounds, sort of work and maintenance. I mean, the floor panels here look like they're designed for heavier machinery to go across instead of like normal stuff that we've seen on places like the front lawns. But it could just be for the construction of the maze, you know, adding things in last minute. But it's quite late to have that in, so it could be a reroute, but it does look like a normal access gate for behind the scenes from what I'm seeing. But yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I'd love it to sort of be something to do with Haunted Hollow, just because it is in Haunted Hollow area. But the chances of us seeing Haunted Hollow live, I'd say it's quite unlikely because Scope having active occurs. It could be burial grounds, but I think at the moment it's probably more just to do with the maintenance and construction side. so it's probably nothing, but you never know.
We're in bunker 94 now, and Elise is about to get egg. Here are eggs. I didn't realise these were paperweights for so long, but little wobbly egg. You excited about egg?
I forgot to buy one 3 times.
Oh, ooh, phalanx t-shirt. Oh, that's cool. Nice embroidery on it as well. That's cool. I am very tempted by these signs though. If they did that one like that for Curse, I'd be tempted.
Some in the office.
Oh yeah, I noticed a couple of them, yeah. They were cool. There is egg. Such a cute egg. Go buy egg. Okay, we're at Compound. As you can see, the lovely background music is on. Yeah, a little bit of a bop. And yeah, we've got a little bit of fencing here as well for it. We do have some like tubing here for like, I'm assuming that's for like the electrics for the sound. But yeah, it's kind of like a very kind of like military marching in a way. Yeah, well, I'm thinking this is going to be very heavily survival games, maybe with a bit more story. Survival games is my least favourite, so there we go. I'm hoping this will work. So, yeah.
Queue line area, entrance queue. Obviously got the barricades coming up now for that temporary queue line that you're going to have. It'll be interesting. They might actually close off this toilet entrance as well.
Oh, that is kind of smooth down there.
Fresh tarmac.
Yeah.
So we've got some new flooring that's gone down. We know it's testing lighting and sounds, as you can hear. I'm liking this soundtrack, so I'm liking it.
Yeah, I think the soundtrack. Although I think like we heard a bit of like a snippet, didn't we? It sounded a bit like Smilery in some bits. Yeah.
But I think we're not going to see much externally. I mean, we're going to see a sign, obviously. Information boards probably down the bottom there.
Yeah.
Don't think we're going to see anything else of interest. As you can see, they've blocked it off behind me, which makes sense because the tarmac work they've got down that floor in there. But I don't think we're going to see much more on a visual front for this one until the opening day now. Partly because we're not visiting until then.
Oh, he's found something. He's found something. What have you found, Sam? I'll put my camera over and then.
Oh, look at where mine is now.
There's a wheelchair.
No, but look at the lighting going on behind you.
Oh yeah, there is some strobes. There we go. Get it? Yes, there are some strobes going off in there.
Which means they're protesting amazing moment.
Yeah.
Great to see.
But yeah, it is good to see the tarmac to be better. That's a good bit of effort that they're putting in for this kind of more permanent site, which is good. So props to Towers for that at least. But yeah.
That was the smoke.
Smoke. Yeah, I'm hearing some of that.
People.
Oh god. People. They're all over me, get them off. But yeah, looking pretty good. And we've also got these lights as well. These little bits of lighting, which is pretty cool. Nicely themed. But yeah, all looking good, pretty much.
Yeah, testing with the lights and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
but watch when it gets to about 10, 13.
Yeah. And then people. Go run away from the people.
That would be the thing. I've never done tests in there.
Yeah.
'Cause that sounds like smoke cannons.
Hey mate, can I come in to test?
Yeah, we will be test dummies. Absolutely.
It sounds to me like they've got smoke cannons going off their CO2
I was thinking-
cannons. CO2 cannons.
I have my ultimate scare pass. I can go in. Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds like if we're getting CO2 cannons, smoke cannons in there, that'd be great. Strobe lighting, it looks like it's going to have a really disorientating start, assuming that's a start.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have no idea where the entrance exits are. But it looks like it's going to be really disorientating in there. Obviously, the wheelchair could be accessibility testing, you never know.
Yes.
That could be for accessibility testing, or that could be, again, some of the other stuff that you might find in there. I think that medical, experimental, so that kind of prop. That does sound quite close. That could be what you want.
Yeah.
Don't know what that is. But yeah, really, really excited for this one. Like I said before, hoping it kind of gives me that kind of serious sort of. I want to feel like I'm being interrogated by the phalanx here. I don't want to feel like I'm just watching a scene. I want to feel like I'm actually in that scene, and I'm hoping that the contact element sort of feels. I'm hoping for contact. I'm hoping for immersion. I'm hoping for it to be an exploration. I want it to be a full experience package, basically. I can't be more excited for it.
Yeah, that's all looking pretty good down there as well. So I do think the blue lighting, maybe if they could possibly change. I mean, you've got these ones, which look really good. But yeah, I mean, I'm liking the soundtrack as well. That's sounding good. And yeah, I'd say the tarmac I think is a really nice surprise. Actually, that's good. So
I think we're on to the winner with this one.
Hopefully,
And
fingers
it's sounding
crossed.
like fun.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to. I'm getting it. I can't wait to be behind there and actually experience the maze for the first time. So we'll go on the next few weeks.
Yeah, I could just hear all the noises going on behind me as well, which is fun. So yeah, so I think now we're all going on to Curse.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Will encounter dark, confined spaces, strobe lighting and loud noises. This maze is not suitable for those who are pregnant, claustrophobic, those who have epilepsy, asthma, heart conditions, or those of a nervous disposition. Inside, the phalanx may touch you, but you are not permitted to touch them. Those who do will be removed from the attraction and the resort. Please no eating, drinking, smoking, or vaping inside compound. For the use of torches, video recording equipment and photography is strictly forbidden. You may be split up or find yourself locked in confined spaces. For your safety, please do not resist.
Live Lisa reaction. For starters, why did they use like a TTS AI voice? But yeah, so that kind of confirms. I'm gonna have to send this footage to you guys really quickly so it could be posted up. But yeah, that kind of confirms. That confirms a lot that we are getting contact, are getting split up, are going into confined spaces.
I'm so excited.
That's
That is
quite exciting.
That's everything I've wanted to sort of have from this. So if we do end up seeing that kind of thing in our runs, because obviously it is dependent on something like this. When it comes to contact mazes, everyone gets a different experience. If we can get an experience like that, I'm going to be so happy.
Yeah.
But that was very unexpected surprise, right place, right time for that sort of audio checking.
I don't know whether I've seen anyone else post that as well, so I might try and get that footage over quite quickly tonight. But yeah, I think that even though it was kind of like an AI voice though as well, I think it kind of works for the phalanx, having that kind of, and having it monotone as well. It's very similar to like the Times of Revenge, it's very kind of like monotone, serious voice. That sounded really good though. I kind of like, I kind of prefer that a little bit to the soundtrack. Like the soundtrack sounds good.
You are required to leave the building immediately. Please leave by the exits as directed by our hosts.
God, we're getting everything today, aren't we? We're getting the evac sound, we're getting the...
Circumstances beyond our control. You are required to leave the building immediately.
Why does it sound like Dr.
Please
Calvin?
leave by the exits as directed by our hosts.
God, we're getting everything today, aren't they? They're treating us.
Circumstances beyond our control.
I'll get more footage.
Yeah, so we also got that, which weirdly gave me a bit of like Dr. Kalman vibes. Sounded very Jerry Cannell, that. But yeah, that's awesome that we're getting this testing. Yeah, so definitely going to need to get this footage sent up.
Yeah, so that's going to be the emergency one. So for fire alarms, evac issues, any other breakdowns and other things.
Yeah.
Never had a mazy evac before, so.
I had one. Here's that story time. It is. I think the reason why they're doing it as a different voice as well.
So you can identify that it's a different character and not actually the one that it's supposed to be.
But yeah, the one maze evac I had was in Trailers Breakout at Bozo's, I believe. It was I think it was Breakout at Bozo's. And we got to like kind of the final corridor before like the little foyer before the finale, and literally music shut off, lights shut off. But there was a guy in our little group, no, he was hanging out just during the day, just showing the queue line. He was an actor at Fright Nights, so he knew what to do in the situation. He got us out of the maze straight away with the other actors, and yeah, then we just went straight back in really. So that was my one, and yeah, all done pretty professionally there. But yeah, this is it's almost like they're doing it for us. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
Very unlikely that they're doing it for us, but we're in the right place at the right time.
I got all the camera angles I can. Member of staff just walked back there and I'm like,
Yeah, it's really quite awkward in this area, isn't it?
We're so excited for this one, like,
Yeah.
can't wait to get in there.
It's quite cool to not like hear the soundtrack and stuff, hear the effects going off over there as well, like the cannons and stuff. But anyway, now hopefully, if they don't do anything else for it, I mean they might let us in at this point. Possibly going to do Curse because I need to get ride 109 on. So yeah, I guess we'll see you wherever we are next.
Flashback.
Alright, so that's all the Scarefest construction updates. very, very spooky there. Are we all excited for Scarefest?
Yes.
Yeah, great. I know there are a lot of people who aren't, but especially maybe some personal friends and stuff. But
Excited for Scarefest.
yeah, I think overall I'll just be happy to be back in some mazes. To be honest, like it's been a year. since I have been back in one. So, and I've got that ultimate scare pass, so I've got to use that. So
All the scares, all the mazes. Ooh. Do all the mazes many times.
Yeah, that's the plan. Because I spent a lot of money on that. So, yeah.
But we'll come with you anyway.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, that's pretty much all the construction updates now. I'll film anything else that's funny, like these guys just boogieing on down. Hopefully some of the Ents will come out as well. Hopefully Hansel and Gretel, because I at least need to see Hansel. And yeah,
What's out today?
it's your son.
Today.
Oh no, your son isn't out. Oh no. Well, that's a shame. Oh well.
I've never met the monster.
Well, now's your chance to get more on your Pokemon Pokedex. So yeah, so I'll just film that stuff. See how long my camera lasts. Bye. They stopped now and started recording. There you go. Got a bit of dancing.